Hey everyone, so this is my first video since surgery. I posted one the morning of surgery before I went, saying how nervous I was. And now this is, like I said, my first one since I've had the surgery. I'm still in a lot of pain. It's getting better though. It was a lot worse the first day, and obviously it's gotten better since then. But it still hurts. It's still something you have to deal with, something you have to get by with. It's not easy. Everybody says everybody has different pain tolerances and whatnot, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and make it seem like it's better than it's not. I can't bend myself. Like, I can't bend at the waist or even like at my... I'm finally able to bend at my knees a little bit. It gets more frustrating because I can't do things for myself. Like, finally today I'm able to get out of like a chair by myself, like without anybody's help. But like for the first few days I had to hold, like someone had to help me out, like hold my hand and pull me out. I still, depends on what chair I'm sitting in, but it still hurts. When I first got to the hospital, I sat down with my boyfriend, and his best friend came to keep him company, I guess, while I was in surgery. And I went into the hospital, and they brought me upstairs into like admitting room or whatever they call it, like pre-op room or something, whatever. And they told me to get undressed. I put on like a gown and the booties and the hat, the little hat, like my boyfriend said I looked like a lunch lady. But I put that on, and they tried putting the IV in. They couldn't find a vein the first time, so they needed to wait till someone else came, and then they put the IV in it again, and they finally got it. They had to weigh me, and I was down 20 pounds since my pre-op diet. Since my liquid diet, I lost 20 pounds, which is awesome. That's amazing. As of today, I've lost 22 pounds. So I started the diet on the 11th, right? I think it was. I'm sorry. I started the diet on the 9th, and it's the 18th. I'm already down 22 pounds. After that, they put me... I sat in the room for a little bit. It wasn't even a room. Like, there's a whole big room. It was all broken off by curtains. And me and my boyfriend sat in there for a little bit. I was on the bed. And then my doctor came in and met with me and was telling me what's going to go happen. And she gave me this bear. Hold on. He's called a Berry Buddy. He looks like this. And she told me I'm going to... Should I show you? And she told me I'm going to end up using him for when I have to cough. I have to like hold him onto my stomach, and I hold on to him, so when I cough I don't rip the stitches out. It's been hard to use him because of where the port is really sore, and I can't really put much pressure on it because it hurts. So I have to... he's just kind of been sleeping with me and cuddling with me. He hasn't really been doing what he's supposed to. Right after surgery, my mouth was really, really dry. I remember... Well, actually, let me keep going with this. So then they told me they were going to bring me into surgery. So they wheeled me into... I met with, like, the anesthesiologist and a bunch of other people, and they wheeled me into surgery. As they wheeled me into surgery, I remember the anesthesiologist going, "This is just my little cocktail." And she put, like... She had something that she put into my IV. I remember started feeling really, like loopy and, like, out of it. Then they had me move from the bed that they rolled me in there onto the operating table, I guess you can call it. And as I was doing that, I started getting really, like, I was completely out of it. And I'm laying there, and they put, like, the gas mask over me, and she's like, "Alright, Caitlin, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye." And that's exactly how she said it. And I remember going, "Bye." Like, I couldn't even finish "bye," and I was out of it. And I woke up crying because I was in so much pain. I remember that. And then I fell back asleep, I guess, and woke up again, and I was in that room that I started out in, like the pre-surgery room or whatever, pre-operation room. And, I was back in there, and they had me sitting there. That's when I kept saying, like, my mouth is really dry. I had, like, her taking my blood pressure, doing this, doing that, just a whole bunch of different things. She got me, like, a cup of ice chips, and she was, like, feeding me ice chips, because my mouth, it was hard. My tongue was like sandpaper. It was weird. I just remember being in pain, and then they gave me drugs, and I wasn't in pain anymore. They shot me, before the surgery also, I forgot to say this, before the surgery, they gave me a blood thinner in my stomach. They shot it right in my stomach. It was this little needle, barely even hurt. You didn't feel anything. But they shot me in the stomach with that. They also shot me in the leg with something. I think it was some painkiller. I don't know what it was. I think it was a painkiller. I don't really remember. They were doing all kinds of stuff. yeah, so then I was sitting there for a little bit, and I couldn't have anybody come up yet. They wanted me to get out of the anesthesia. Then they put me in this little private room, but I still didn't have my own room yet, and I still couldn't see anybody yet. Then they finally put me in my own room, and my boyfriend was there, and he came up, and eventually my mom was there and whatnot. And I remember staying there, and I was just in a lot of pain. They told me, they said I was on this pain medicine. It started with a D. I don't remember. I keep forgetting what the name. Darquil or something. Oh, excuse me. And they kept, I had to ask for it every 3 hours. Sorry, you get really tight pains in your chest right here. It's very uncomfortable from the gas. I had to ask for it whenever I needed it, but it's every 3 hours I was allowed to have it. So I remember asking for it, and they would shoot it in my shoulder. I'd put 3 in this shoulder, I think, and like 3 in that one, or 6 in that. I mean, 3 in that one, 4 in that one. I don't remember exactly what the number was, but it burned. They would give me the shot, and it would burn so bad. Like the stuff that they were putting into me, it would burn right on my shoulder. Like I can't even imagine. There was times I didn't even want to get the pain meds because it burned so bad, but I had to because it was unbearable, the pain that I was in. I walked a lot. I kept getting up and walking and walking and walking. I walked the whole 3rd floor of the hospital. I can't even tell you how many freaking times. It was unbelievable. And I couldn't get anything to come out. I'd burp a little bit and I'd get so excited. Not even anything big, just little like gurgles. And I'd get so excited. It was like the biggest accomplishment, just being able to burp, thinking that's going to make me feel better. I really didn't do much though. I couldn't eat. I still haven't really eaten. I've maybe eaten like a little Dixie cup of Jello since I've had surgery. I can't eat. I'm not hungry. I've been drinking apple juice and water, and I have Crystal Light I've been drinking. But it's hard. You have to take the smallest sips. If you don't, you feel it and it hurts. Like you have to be able to know. Like when I say tiny sips, like I mean like eyedropper tiny sips. Like that's it. You can't get down a lot. Yeah, so then I stayed in the hospital. They ended up the next morning. I went to bed. I was there. My boyfriend, my mom was there, and one of my close friends, Jerry, my boyfriend's best friend, he was there. So then I ended up the next morning. I woke up. They brought me to get an X-ray done. I had to lay on my back, which was laying on your back is not comfortable at all. Still, right now, it's not. I have to lay like half up, half down. I call it like I was sitting in a chair. Like the whole entire time I was in the hospital, I was like in a reclining position also. But I had to lay completely on my back, and they had to like make me drink this white stuff, and it was disgusting. I want to say like it was like this much, this whole cup full, maybe not, if not a little bit more, filled with this white like thick stuff, because I had to take an X-ray of me drinking it so they could see if the band was working, and apparently it was working, but it was disgusting, and it made me so full and feel gross. So then yesterday I came home from the hospital, and I was in a lot of pain. They prescribed me Percocets, and I've been taking those every 3 hours. You could take them every 3 hours. I haven't been taking them every 3 hours. I've been trying to hold off as long as I can. Today is a lot better, like I said, than it has been, because it hasn't been easy. It's been a rough, 3 days? So I've been just hanging out, watching TV, doing absolutely nothing, honestly, walking around. Today I woke up, and this is going to sound gross, sorry if this gross me out, but I've been farting and passing gas a lot, which is a good thing. And it's nothing gross, it's just air. That's all it is. And I'm excited about that because it's making my stomach feel a lot better. I'll show you my scars if you want to see them. I'm not going to just post them on here because I don't want to gross people out, because I know some people are squeamish about it. So if you want to see my scars, I'll like comment you a video of it, I guess, if you really want to see them. I don't have a problem showing them. I just don't want to gross people out if they don't want to see them, and then they don't ever want to watch my videos again or whatever. But yeah, I really don't know what else to talk about right now. There's not much. Just it's a lot more painful than I thought it was going to be. I knew there was going to be pain. I just didn't think it was going to be as much pain as it is. That's pretty much it. I really don't know. If you have any questions, leave me a comment or a video comment, and I'll be happy to answer them. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. I'm on medicine and whatnot, so I'm not completely all there, but I wanted to give you guys something to watch, because I know a lot of people have been asking me to post a video, and this is the best I've felt since surgery, so I figured I'd do it now before I started going to sleep and whatnot, because it's getting late. But yeah, if you have any questions, just comment on me below, or if you want to email me too, it's just my name, my first and last name at yahoo.com. It's CAITLYN, and then Kamer, KAMER, at yahoo.com. That's my email address. Just put in the subject lap band question or just something so I know it's like not spam or something like that, because if I don't know it I'll delete it. But just put in the subject that it's something about this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.